Today I'm going to teach you how to create the Apple text message effect animation in After Effects that's been going viral recently. Even if you're a complete beginner, watch along because at the end of this video, I'm going to give away a free preset. Right now, I'm inside of After Effects. I have my view to vertical. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to grab our rectangle. Now, not just any rectangle. We're going to grab the rounded rectangle tool by clicking and holding, and we're going to select the rounded rectangle. Now, this dimension right here is the actual exact dimensions of iPhone 17. So in my composition settings, they are 1206 width, and then the height is 2622. So now I'm just going to drag a rectangle animation like this. Now you can make this however wide you want your text bubble to be, and then we're going to set the fill to that like bluish color. I'm not sure the exact color code, but I'm going to link to it right here on the screen. And so now that we have our text message bubble, we're going to round the edges by increasing the roundness right here. And we're going to do this all the way until we get like full circular round edges. And then for the tail, now the tail you're going to have to actually draw manually, but it's okay. We're just going to we're going to click on our pen tool right here, and then I'm just going to literally zoom in, and we're going to draw a tail like this. Now I recommend what you could do is just grab a screenshot literally of your text messages in iPhone or of like somebody else's, and then use that as like the background so you can get the exact actual shape. But we're just kind of just like, you know, eyeballing it, and that honestly looks like a pretty good tail so far. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the text for it, obviously. So the font that Apple uses is called SF Pro. I've linked down to it below in the description. It's downloadable completely for free, so you don't need anything. We're using SF Pro, and we're going to type some text right here. Subscribe, please. Thank you very much. And then I'm going to scale this down right here. Now we want to make sure that there's actually a lot of like extra stroke width around the text, because that's how it is in the iPhone text messages. It's actually relatively small compared to the bubble. So we're going to do something like that. And if your bubble is a different size, you can just hit the drop down on shape, hit the drop down on your rectangle, and then make sure you unlink the size. And then we're just going to decrease that horizontal width, and then let's just move it over to the right, and boom, just like that, we have a really nice looking text bubble. So now it's time to actually animate it. So inside of After Effects, there is actually the basic typewriter effect. This effect comes with After Effects, and if you just search for effects and presets and drag this typewriter onto your text, you'll see you'll get a very basic like typewriter animation. You can hit the U key to see the keyframes, and if you squeeze them down, the animation will play faster. But if you want to go fancy with it, we actually made our own custom smooth text animation presets. I've linked to a free one down below. We have a pack of over 20 custom smooth text animations, and all I have to do is just drag and drop one of these presets to our text, and then boom, we get this really nice smooth dynamic text animation. And as you can see, there's a bunch of different variations. This one has like a bounce to it. There's other ones that like kind of like roll in. So you can just do a bunch of different stuff. I'm gonna go with number 1 over here, and then yeah, that looks super clean. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to animate the bubbles and the tail to come in. So the way I'm gonna do this is I'm going to make sure I hit the drop down on the shape layer, and now there's gonna be 2 different shapes inside your contents. There should be shape 1, which is going to be your tail. So we're going to hit enter, and then we're going to rename this to tail, and then rectangle 1, which is going to be the bubble. So that's basically how my naming arrangement is going to be. And now for the actual animation, right? So I'm starting first with the actual bubble itself. Make sure you hit the drop down on this bubble, because there's going to be a lot of different transform effects. We want to make sure we're manipulating the right one. Hit the drop down on the transform bubble. I'm going to go a couple frames in right when our text animation starts to play, and I'm going to hit a keyframe at our scale. That's it. Now I'm going to go to the very beginning, and I'm going to decrease that scale all the way down to 0. I'm going to hit the little graph editor icon right here. I'm going to select this point, and then I'm going to select our easy ease icon, and I'm going to drag our anchor point in so it creates this smooth ramp, and then we have this nice smooth like pop in animation. It looks really cool, super smooth. Now we're just going to do the same thing for the tail, right? So for our tail animation, we're going to go maybe about like 5-6 frames after our bubble has popped in. We're going to hit a keyframe at position and scale this time. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go maybe like towards the very beginning, but a couple frames in. I'm going to change the position up. So I'm going to move the position up just a little bit, and then I'm going to decrease that scale to 0. Now, once again, I'm going to select these keyframes. I'm going to hit the graph editor again. I'm going to select the very end keyframes, and I'm going to hit the easy ease keyframe. Now, on your scale, you'll actually be able to use an anchor point, but on position, you won't, because there is no separate dimensions, which is kind of complex. We're not going to get into it. Yeah, that's all looking pretty sick so far. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit the drop down on the transform of the entire shape layer. So this is combining everything in the contents, our tail, our bubble, and I'm going to make sure that we hit a keyframe at position at the end of the animation. I'm going to go a couple frames in towards the very beginning, and I'm going to move the overall position just a few keyframes down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click our position, and this time I'm going to hit separate dimensions. I'm going to hit the graph editor once again, and now on this Y position, I'm going to hit the easy ease keyframe, and now we're going to drag this anchor point so that we have this smooth animation. Yeah, that's looking pretty sick. I might move my text a couple keyframes in so the text animation starts when it pops up. Make sure to enable the motion blur so that you get some nice smooth animation with it. And now to create that 3D effect that you've been seeing in all these viral reels, we're going to select everything. We're going to right click it and hit pre-compose. We're going to make sure we move everything into one attribute, and I'm going to call this bubble. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this pre-comp into a 3D layer, and I'm going to go to layer, and I'm going to hit new, and I'm going to create a new camera. And then this can just be whatever. This is the standard default settings. Make sure that our view over here is set to our active camera. So active camera 1, there you go, sick. And now if we hit our camera controls, I can basically go ahead and move our camera around so that we can view our message in 3D space. Sometimes it might just be easier to actually take the 3D controls of the text bubble itself, because it's, you know, kind of hard to like move it around, but I can go ahead and angle this just a little bit like this. And then if you do a whole text animation screen with like a bunch of different text messages, you can see things start to get really sick. So now if we play it out, we get this really cool 3D text. And then if I want to go really fancy with it, I can go ahead and hit a keyframe at our orientation at the very beginning, go a couple frames in after the animation is done, and then maybe we can just like slightly angle it like this. So then that way, as it's playing, we get this like 3D viewing animation. Yeah, that's looking really sick. So you can go ahead and repeat this process for the sender messages, the receiver messages. You can do a whole conversation, animate song lyrics, whatever you want. But as you saw, this takes a lot of time and is extremely tedious. So we actually made a preset project file for After Effects of a bunch of different text message bubbles. And better yet, we exported that into a Mogurt, which is a file that you can also open inside of Premiere Pro. As you can see inside of Premiere, I can literally just drag this text message conversation like this. And then we have a bunch of different text messages with sound effects. And if we go to our effects and properties panel, I can literally just change any of these texts to, you know, whatever I want it to say. And then it automatically updates the text. Everything is completely customizable. It works inside of Premiere Pro and After Effects, and it's super easy to use. And we have a free sample of one text message bubble animation. Everything's linked down below. Hope you guys found something useful. Now, if you want to learn how to create the Apple liquid glass style animation effect, you can check out this video linked right here.